Monopoly! The game where you start as a billionaire rapper shoemaker and see how much of it you can lose.
I lost Adidas. That'll cost you $600 million.
Kanye West has gone on an all-out war against many celebrities lately, and the latest one on his target list is Jimmy Kimmel. Ever since Kanye has gone public with his public rants against Jews, he has been targeted by a number of talk show hosts for his comments. Among them was famous late-night show host Jimmy Kimmel, who mocked Yeezy on his show.
I mean, praise Hitler at home on your own time. Say what, but that's the thing about Kanye. He's unpredictable. When other people zig heil, he zag heils, you know?
This incurred the wrath of Kanye, who wasn't afraid to show Kimmel his place and clap back at his negative comments against him. Things are heating up in Hollywood. The beef between Kimmel and Ye isn't new. It all started weeks ago, all the way back in December. Jimmy Kimmel started the December 2nd episode of his ABC talk show by condemning Kanye West for praising Hitler during a horrific anti-Semitic tirade on Alex Jones's InfoWars talk show earlier that day. Kimmel called West a black white supremacist and expressed shock over the fact that the controversial rapper still has a following. West told Jones that he likes Nazis and that every human being brings value to the world, especially Hitler.
Especially Hitler? I think he's wearing the wrong color hood.
West claimed during his InfoWars interview that Hitler cannot be considered all bad since he invented things like the microphone.
And by the way, Hitler did not invent highways or the microphone. In fact, Kanye seems to be the first person to even claim Hitler invented the microphone.
I think he might be referencing the old myths that Nazis invented the microwave oven. But that's not a microphone.
So I haven't seen anything like this. We have a black-white supremacist running around. So let's imagine this was Ariana Grande saying this stuff. We'd load her in a cannon and fire her into the ocean, right? I mean...
But Kanye seems to get crazier every day, and he still has fans. And you know an interview's gone off the rails when you're watching it thinking, gee, I hope Alex Jones can talk some sense into this guy. Kanye West went on a tirade during an appearance on Alex Jones' InfoWars talk show, in which the controversial rapper praised Hitler. It was the latest in a string of controversial media appearances for West, who has been dropped by brands such as Adidas due to his anti-Semitic remarks. West told Jones that Hitler, like every human being, brought value to the world. He also said he sees good things about the Nazi founder. Later in the interview, West made anti-Semitic jokes about former Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. The rapper's latest anti-Semitic remarks were instantly condemned on social media. Writer Mark Harris tweeted, "The Kanye horrors are laughable, but also terrifying. When pro-Nazi rhetoric gets this kind of repeated public airing, the discourse eventually edges into, well, that was awful, but can't we at least talk about?" Actor Josh Gad also joined in, writing, "It's not what Kanye West says that scares me. It's that he has 30 million followers who listen to his insanity, on top of a cheerleader in the form of the current owner of this platform. No one who says, 'I love Hitler' should be allowed any oxygen on any social platform. Period." Culture writer Jill Krajewski added, "If you're still listening to Kanye, you're listening to a Nazi. His horrific anti-Semitism will breed more real-world violence. He and everyone platforming him are fascist pigs." Now it's clear that not only is Kanye West a Nazi, but anyone who still supports him is, wrote the Young Turks founder Cenk Uygur. West took to Twitter after the interview to write, "I love the First Amendment. Long live Ye. I pray to Jesus that Elon is for real." But none of this has deterred Ye, who has made it a point to address people like Kimmel and confront them over attacking him on their platforms. He has said he absolutely does not regret his anti-Semitic Twitter tirade, but offered up a half-hearted apology. The rapper sat down with Piers Morgan and addressed the Jewish community before doubling down on some of his antics. "I will say I'm sorry for the people that I hurt with the DEFCON comments," Ye said on the show with the British talk show host. "I feel like I caused hurt and confusion, and I'm sorry for the families of the people that had nothing to do with the trauma that I had been through, and that I used my platform, where you say hurt people. I was hurt." The rapper and clothing designer said on Piers Morgan Uncensored that he was only referencing certain Jewish people who he believes have screwed him over. A few months ago, the rapper wrote in a tweet, "I'm a bit sleepy tonight, but when I wake up, I'm going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people." DEFCON, also known as Defense Readiness Condition, is an alert used by the U.S. Armed Forces to indicate how quickly the military can be deployed during deadly emergencies and attacks. Ye was pressed by Morgan on whether his anti-Semitic remarks were racist, and he says they were, although at one point, the rapper says it's not racism when asked about his comments.
When you insult the Jewish people and say you're going DEFCON 3 on the Jewish people, that is as racist as anything you say you've been through and any pain that you've experienced. It's the same thing. Racism is racism.
At the time of his initial tweets, West claimed that he couldn't be anti-Semitic because all black people are also Jewish. The funny thing is, I actually can't be anti-Semitic because black people are actually Jew also. You guys have toyed with me and tried to blackball anyone who ever opposes your agenda, Kanye wrote last week. The rapper's Twitter account was later suspended. In a statement, Twitter confirmed that West was locked out of his account. In the interview, Ye clarified that he wanted to apologize to the Jews who did nothing wrong. West's comments were specifically geared toward Jewish Hollywood executives for their treatment of black entertainers. Ye had also previously leaned in on stereotypes about Jewish people owning the banks, calling out JP Morgan leaders. During his interview with Morgan, the rapper accused the British television host of being a Karen and not holding accountability to his pain. The interviewer said that he did acknowledge Ye's troubles, but that, "I think you don't understand the pain that you have been causing with some of these comments." Ye also says that Morgan is trying to pull him back to the 1960s and a week ago, rather than living in the present and dealing with the now. As Morgan attempts to give Ye advice on how he can grow and progress from this moment, the rapper abruptly changes the topic by asking,
"Piers, how much money are you worth?"
Not as much as you, sadly.
Exactly, so take my advice. Maybe you'll get richer.
I would love to take your business advice.
Why would I listen to you?
This hasn't been the only platform Ye has used to indirectly fire shots at Kimmel and those who are against him. In an evening interview with News Nation's Chris Cuomo, West launched into another anti-Semitic rant, saying that a Jewish underground media mafia is ruining his career. West complained a mafia of Jewish media executives attacked his White Lives Matter stunt at the Paris Fashion Week and are always calling him a rapper instead of a billionaire. Kimmel is also a part of this media, so this is definitely Kanye confronting him.
The Jewish underground media mafia already started attacking me. They canceled my 4 SoFi Stadium shows, right? They had the press, the same people, the 78 outlets that when I was arguing with Pete Davidson and Trevor Noah, they called me an abuser for arguing with people about my ex-wife and my family and when I get to see my kids and when I don't.
And they just immediately disrespect me. They keep this crazy narrative going. They never call me a billionaire, he continued. We never talk about even one right here. Hey, tycoon, billionaire, visionary, inventor. These are never used. In that interview, Ye claimed that the Jewish people I'm talking about have a certain privilege, and he is now calling out the Jewish community as a whole. Cuomo tried to assure the rapper that there is no secret group of wealthy Jews colluding to harm his career, saying it is either a figment of your imagination or a projection of your prejudice. You may have had bad business dealings with people, okay, the disgraced CNN anchor said. It's about those people. It's not about religion or faith. And I know that you are intelligent and understand that when you target people because of their faith, other people may do the same, Cuomo told the 45-year-old rapper, adding that people may be abused or killed because of what they believe and who they are. We won't tolerate that, Cuomo declared. And I won't tolerate it as a black person, Kanye interjected as he doubled down on the idea of a Jewish cabal, noting the large number of Hollywood executives who are Jewish. That was just another interview in a long line of sit-downs that put the rapper in the spotlight. Despite his political and social opinions, Kanye does know how to get back at people who speak out against him. Click on one of the 2 videos on screen right now.